All right, scouting report Antonio Brown, negatives. Very thin and small in stature with a wiry build.
Raw route runner, does not sell routes or show a feel for navigating zones. Has a prima donna attitude and does not like to work. Has a prima donna attitude. Could have used another year of development. Character concerns could limit his appeal and knock him off draft boards.
NFL projection, late draftable pick. Well, I think the only thing they got right there was late draftable pick. That's what he was.
You know, I was confident I'll get an opportunity eventually. You know, I knew it was coming. I didn't know when it was coming, but I know it's going to happen.
The Pittsburgh Steelers select.
The Buffalo Bills called my brother phone. My brother was like, hey, this Buffalo. And then I literally grabbed the phone. And then once I did like this, I looked down, there was a 412 number. And then I picked up that one.
I want to take you back to the draft. Some of the scouting reports. Needs to add strength to beat press coverage and battle for the ball.
Incorrect.
Route running skills could use some refinement.
Incorrect.
Lacks size.
Incorrect.
Obviously, the receiver talk in that draft was dominated by Dez Bryant and Demaryius Thomas. Did you think that you were in those guys' league?
Absolutely. I always believe, I was right there with those guys or even better.
I'll tell you what, that little guy right there, Antonio Brown's got some quick movement. He's got excellent hands. He's also a big-time specialist.
What do you remember about your position group at the Combine?
Well, I remember telling Michael Irvin that I was the best guy there.
Tennessee Titans and the Pittsburgh Steelers, longtime Central Division rivals. When they realigned back in the early part of this decade, they were out of the same division. And away we go from Nashville. Moreldi Moore from about the 3-yard line for Pittsburgh, and the end around. They bring it on the near side to Antonio Brown. He's got room, Baronis to beat, and there he goes. He'll be chased, and he is gone. 97 yards. Oh, what a way to start.
In the big game, it's a reverse. Moreldi Moore to Antonio Brown. He brings it around the right side. He hit that sideline. Only Rob Baronis gets even close enough, but not enough to get him out of bounds. Speed kills, and it certainly did in the Titans on that kick return.
Ravens late getting back onto the field as the Steelers come up to the line. 3rd and 19. Moreldi Moore in the backfield with Roethlisberger. Looks like a 3-man rush for Baltimore.
That's all they're showing.
And that's all it is. Roethlisberger going to go deep. Caught! Antonio Brown out of bounds inside the 5. We have a penalty marker down.
There's a flag back about the 17-yard line. But the official who threw it was waving everybody to come on down.
Pittsburgh in prime position to move on.
That's Antonio Brown circled right there. He's working against Ladarius Webb. But with 8 guys in coverage, the question is, how do you let anybody get on top of you? And that's exactly what the Ravens did. Talk about a defensive gap. And then watch this. Look at Brown. He's got the ball up against his helmet. So far.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Wide open is Brown at the 25-10 and in for the touchdown. He got away from Adam Jones.
The blitz picked up, then going deep, and it is caught in the end zone by Brown. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Roethlisberger at dart. Antonio Brown. Brown turning on the speed. Antonio Brown takes it all the way. Touchdown, Steelers.
Blitz on. And a one-handed grab is good for the touchdown. 33-yard line. Brown coming back to the middle. Brown out in front, and nobody's going to catch him. And the Pittsburgh Steelers have a 3-touchdown lead. Bengals come. Pass is caught. Defensive back fell down. And Brown runs into his own man, but maintains his balance and struts into the end zone. Kirkpatrick covering. Wilson out of trouble. Roethlisberger looking for it all. Touchdown! Brown against Hayden. Roethlisberger is a magician. Ben hanging in the pocket, fires Brown, makes the catch, turns it inside, breaking tackles. Antonio Brown all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Smith on the outside, no match for Antonio Brown, and you can only say one thing about that young man this year. Wow.
Devin Hoover, who is the Pro Bowl punter for the AFC, named this week. The booming kick, here's Antonio Brown. Driving to the outside, now he'll try the other way, picking up blockers. And Brown gets by Hoover, down the sideline he goes. For the touchdown.
Super clean, but it's super mean. She wanna ride with them cat. Count stacks, get fly, take trips, and that's that. Real rap, I let her get. She want and she feel that. Convertible drop feel, 87 the top pill. That. You know what it is. You know what it is. Y'all already know what it is, man. If you don't, you should by now. You see me, you know everything. Taylor Gang. Everything I do it big. Screaming that stuff. When I pulled up the lot, that stuff. Reppin' my town, when you see me, you know everything.
Antonio Brown. He is a one-man wrecking crew. Touchdown Steelers. And the somersault.
He nails it up. That crowd underneath them clouds can't get close to you. And my car look unapproachable.
Antonio Brown, look at him go.
She wanna ride with
Gets
them
by
cats.
McAfee.
Count stacks, get fly, take
It
trips, and
almost
that's
figures.
that. Real rap,
Touchdown.
I let her get.
Oh,
She
my
want and she
God.
feel that. Convertible drive feel, 87 the top pill.
Antonio Brown crossing into open territory. It's a foot race. Antonio Brown is out of bounds.
You know what it is. Y'all already know what it is, man. If you don't, you should by now.
284 receiving yards, and he has put the Steelers in field goal range.
Taylor Gang.
With his head down running, locates the ball behind Woodson. Shakes off Woodson.
You know what it is. Everything I do it big. Screaming that stuff. When I pulled off the lot, that stuff.
And Roethlisberger with a shoulder shake for Brown, going deep, and Brown makes the catch.
And again, he slips out of the
I split it down from the whip. Stay fly like how I'm supposed to do. That crowd underneath them clouds can't get close to you. And my car look unapproachable. Super clean, but it's super mean. She wanna ride with them cat. Count stacks, get fly, take trips, and that's that. Real rap, I let her get. She want and she feel that. Convertible drop feel, 87 the top hill. That. You know what it is. You know what it is. Y'all already know what it is, man. If you don't, you should by now. You see me, you know everything. Taylor Gang.
Shot receivers, 2nd and 7. And what a catch by Brown. He slashes right past the secondary, and he's taken off for a second touchdown in the first 8 minutes.
When I pulled off the lot, that's
It's Vontae Davis.
is going to go that way and take a shot, and Brown caught it for the touchdown on the back shoulder. 2nd and 8, Roethlisberger loading up, going deep for Brown. Did he get the other one down? Yes!
Second foot down. Usually it's so smooth that you can't even notice it half the time. No.
On a time, deep again, downfield, Brown, touchdown.
Super clean, but it's super mean. She wanna ride with them cat. Count stacks, get fly, take trips, and that's that. Real rap, I let her get. She want and she feel that. Convertible drop feel, 87 the top pill. Back.
And again, back over to Brown. A couple of blockers in front of him. He goes right down the sideline. Is Brown breaking it? 50 yards and a touchdown.
Here's a fake spike. Brown. Shades of Marino.
Yeah. You know what it is. Everything I do it big. Yeah. Screaming that's nuts. When I pulled off the lot, that's nuts. Up in my town when you see me, you know everything. Yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. I put it down from the whip to my diamonds. I'm in black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. I put it down from the whip to my diamonds. I'm in black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Stay fly like I'm supposed to do. That crowd underneath them clouds can't get close to you. And my car look unapproachable. Super clean, but it's super mean. She wanna ride with them cat. Count stacks, get fly, take trips, and that's that. Real rap, I let her get. She want and she feel that. Convertible drop feel, 87 the top pill. Back. You know what it is.
On the move, throwing complete to Antonio Brown.
You know what it is. Y'all already know what it is, man. If you know, you should by now. When you see me, you know everything.
Inside the 40.
Taylor gang. Yeah. You know what it is. Everything I do it big. Yeah. Screaming that's nuts. When I pulled off the lot, that's nuts. Up in my town when you see me, you know everything. Yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. I put it down from the whip to my diamonds. I'm in black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Not to allow a challenge. Take a look at this.
Stay fly like I'm supposed to do. That crowd underneath them clouds can't get close to you. And my car look unapproachable. Super clean, but it's super mean. She wanna ride with them cats. Count stacks, get fly, take trips, and that's that. Real rap, I let her get. She want and she feel that. Convertible drop feel, 87 the top pill. Back.
Off to the races he goes.
Yeah. You know what it is. Y'all already know what it is, man. If you don't, you should by now. When you see me, you know everything. Taylor gang. Yeah. You know what it is. Everything I do it big. Yeah. Screaming that's nuts. When I pulled off the lot, that's nuts. Remember my town when you see me, you know everything.
And nobody can hit
I put it down from the whips to my diamonds. I'm in
about 7 yards off the ball. Right there, they try to get a jam. He releases from it. Play.
Roethlisberger dancing, throws to the sideline, and the catch is made, and they're going to call it that Brown tries to scrape that right foot, left foot is in. Does he have control of the ball?
Goodness, I think he did.
Antonio Brown posting this to Facebook Live, not edited. You never know what the coach is going to say. Do you have a problem with it and posting Mike Tomlin's speech?
Huge problem with it. And I know Antonio Brown. We communicate from time to time. Got a lot of love for him. Got respect for him. He's one of the top 3 receivers in the game. You're smarter than that. You're bigger than that. And it was just a very stupid thing to do, to be quite honest with you, because you don't know what the coach is going to say. It's in the locker room. It's post game. that it's in the locker room for a reason. It's not for everyone to see.
Steelers drama. This is not an example of what Coach Mangini would talk about saying at different families. This is a big deal. This week was a playoff game for Pittsburgh. I know they needed help to get into the playoffs. One thing they knew, if they lost to Cincinnati, their season was over. That means it was a playoff week for them and a playoff game for them. Antonio Brown is the best player on this football team. And the dust up between he and Ben Roethlisberger, I can understand that. There's a circumstance you could present to me where I would say, hey, I might have thrown the ball at him too, depending on how it went down. And I'm sure Bart can elaborate on that. But not showing up to work the following days, forcing Mike Tomlin's hand to where Mike Tomlin had no choice but to bench the best player on his team in their most important game of the year.
You got Greg Jennings on the other network on Fox speaking up on your behalf. You got Emmanuel Sanders that was on the NFL Network during the playoffs. He was speaking up on your behalf. I spoke to you. I spoke up in terms of elocuting and articulating your point to the masses. Other NFL analysts have done the same, but you still continue to talk. What that gives the indication is you can't help yourself. You are completely out of control. And if you are out of control, and that's how you're coming across, but you clearly want your money because the guaranteed dollar.
AB tweeting a picture of himself in a Raiders uniform, so trading in the yellow and black for the black and silver. The Steelers reaching an agreement to trade the 4-time All-Pro to Oakland for a 5th-round pick and a 3rd-round pick.